Let us continue playing Star Ocean 2. When we last left off, we were talking to this old man. And finding out that he is an old man. There we go. That's all we need to do there. Really, I want to get down there and save, but I think what we have to do is pretty much go everywhere, have Rena say a thing about everything, and then we can move on. And we're mostly going to be skipping these bits because I just want to continue on with the game a little more. As I say, this is a slow starter, but it is a good RPG once it gets going. And we've already looted these places for the stuff, so, you know, we have no reason to stay here, really. There are things we'll be able to do when we come back here, though, but I don't know who's got what in terms of items. It's all good, likes herbs. Healing herbs, because healing herbs are important, although mostly it comes down to blueberries and blackberries. Mostly blackberries in my experience. Because all healing items on this run on a percentage basis, so they always have the same amount of use regardless of what point in the game you are, which is a feature I like and should be implemented in more. Why should a potion, now that heals 20 hit points, be useless? You know, it's a healing potion. It should have some effects, whether I take it now or in, what, a day's time when we got up 50 levels. You know, it's sort of, you know, percentage-based stuff kind of works for me. And then, of course, there's stuff we can actually create, which will have varied effects depending on how good they actually are. So, you know. No, we don't need to talk to the kids at this point, I don't think. This is the mayor's house, which I think she's just going to tell us. And no, the mayor is not in right now. And now that we've done all that, we can go back, and there is a bit of a feast available for us here.
I'm back!
Hello. Rena, I wasn't expecting you two to be back so early. Just in time, though. I was just finishing up everything.
Finishing up? What?
Massive table full of food.
Mom, what's all this food here for?
Doesn't it look delicious? I put all of my best recipes out on the table for you.
That's not what I mean.
What? Did I do something wrong? I just thought I'd thank Mr. Kenny with a nice meal.
I understand that, but isn't this a little much?
Is it? He's pretty young, so I figured he'd have a big appetite. You are hungry, aren't you, Mr. Kenny?
Actually,
hungry enough,
yeah.
maybe. Who knows?
See, a real man could put all this away, no problem.
He'd
So
also
eat
be
as
big as
much
a
you
house.
like, all right?
But, you know, that's apparently what the aim
thanks.
is here.
Oh, Mom.
Good thing Claude is not British, otherwise we'd have to consume everything. And die. An hour later.
Oh, thank you so much for the meal, but I just can't eat anymore.
Are you okay? You didn't have to force it all down, you know.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I've got a cast iron stomach.
Always a useful thing to have.
I'm sorry my mother made so much.
It was all delicious, though. My mother would never be able to do something like that.
Thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you're happy. I'm gonna go downstairs and help my mother clean up. Feel free to rest up here for a bit, alright?
Sure, that sounds good.
Now, there's another trigger point around here somewhere that I can remember exactly where. I think we either have to try and get downstairs or... don't know. We'll work it out in a moment.
Man, I'm full. Mom, I wonder how she's doing. I hope she isn't too worried about me.
As far as she knows, you're in a starship in deep space. I mean, she probably
I've
wasn't
got to
expecting
find
to
a
hear
way to
from you
get
anytime
home.
soon.
Rena's taking a while.
Let's go and see what's going on here. Now, that's Raina's room. We won't actually go in there just yet, so we're not going to try. No, maybe not. Yeah, we'll sort of look at that. That treasure chest will taunt you for a bit. But we'll get in there soon enough. There we go.
Ah, hello, ma'am.
How was the meal, Mr. Kenny? I didn't make too much, did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, not at all. All of it was wonderful. Thanks for making it.
You realise we're now asking for another meal that size tomorrow.
I'm so glad to hear that. You're welcome. So you really liked it?
I really did.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes, you need
I'm
gratification for your
100%
food.
sure
It was
about it.
awesome. We're not
Well,
the
thank goodness.
Oh, what's the name of the guy?
I wouldn't know
The-
what to do if it wasn't good enough for the hero.
Did you just say hero?
Now, in the PS2 version, I'm certain it refers to us as the Hero of Light rather than just the hero, which I think sounds slightly better. Because, you know, we did save Rena, so therefore it's not unheard of for the mother to refer to me as a hero. But the Hero of Light is actually sounds more like a thing of legend. I'm sure that's what she says in that version. I don't know.
Raina! Oh no, 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 no!
What's wrong, Mom?
That said, it also
Why are you
seems.
panicking like that?
I also kind of prefer the voices in the PS2 version. I think.
it's just that I've...
I mean, a lot
Calm
of this
down,
wasn't voiced at
Tell me
all.
what's wrong.
And actually, I can't seem to be able to skip through the
I said it.
conversation until they're done. So we're
Said
gonna have to
what?
listen to this.
I said the H word.
What? You told him that? So what did he say?
I don't think he understood what I meant.
Eavesdropping is a terrible habit, by the way.
Look, what's going on here?
Yes, you should go down and ask them. And there we see the
Please
mayor.
be calm, everyone. It's all right. He doesn't understand what this is all about either.
Oh, Mr. Kenny.
This must be Claude C. Kenny then, yes?
Why we have a
Allow me to say,
middle initial
I'm
there is
honored
quite.
to make
I don't
your
know.
acquaintance.
We need to get rid of that middle
My
initial.
name is Regis, and I humbly serve this village as its mayor.
Good to meet you, sir.
Allow me to thank you profusely for saving our dear Reina's life in the sacred forest.
Oh, not at all, sir.
Speaking of which, Reina has told me that you are, at present, in the midst of a journey.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all, sir?
Oh, well, it's hardly worth calling a journey, really.
So tell me, where is your destination? The Kingdom of Cross? Or perhaps the continent of Lacour?
Well,
A curious traveler indeed. Not only do you not know where you are, but where you are going is also yet unknown.
We could just be travelling for the sake of it. I mean, you know, it's. But yes, at least the mayor is somewhat
what are you
intelligent
trying to
about
say,
this.
sir?
Mr. Kenny, if you will forgive my rudeness for a moment, I do believe everything you have told us has been a lie.
Darn it! Darn you,
are
UP3!
far from an ordinary traveler.
If I'm not a traveler, then what am I?
A visitor from another world. A hero of legend, hidden under the guise of a traveler. In fact, even you will agree that you are the hero of light who has come to fulfill his duty as our savior. Am I wrong?
What?
What? Listen, what would possibly make you think that
If it's proof you need, then let me share with you a glimpse of our world. It has been told in our history that when the people of Expel are suffering under the threat of impending doom, a hero
Darn
will appear
prophecies.
in garbs of foreign make, and with his sword of light, he will save us all.
Oh dear.
Your clothes are nothing like what we have, and you carry the Sword of Light. What more proof do we need?
What are you... I don't have any Sword of Light.
Of course you do! You used a blinding light to save me earlier.
That?
Maybe he really isn't the one.
Well, I have
He's
a
got
phase
to
gun,
be.
but that's it.
I think I know why you're all confused. This weapon of mine, it's not a Sword of Light, although I'll admit that it's something like one, but still, carrying this around doesn't make me any kind of special hero. There's gotta be some kind of mistake.
No mistake, you're the main character in a JRPG.
How can you say
You are the
that?
chosen one. even if actually this is just your chosen
Well, I
one
mean, I'm
because
not a
you
hero.
fit
I
the
don't
prophecy.
have any kind of power like that.
Which I think is the
I don't
best
even
kind
have
of
any idea
chosen
what's
one
going on
scenario.
here. How can you expect me to save anyone at all?
As opposed to just being the chosen one because. No reason behind it whatsoever.
You truly have no idea? You really don't know anything about the sorcery globe or the cataclysms?
Nope. We just got here.
We're not talking about something that happens in the village here. We're talking about the cataclysms that have affected the entire world.
I know nothing. I literally been to 2 places in your world.
It seems that you do not really know what we are talking about. Please allow me to explain.
More exposition required.
It all began 3 months ago.
Good thing they use a similar timing system to what we have. Although I think they sort of backwards engineer this. There are sort of communication translator devices.
On another
that,
continent, northwest of this village, there is a kingdom by the name of El.
that do exist, so it is technically possible that it could convert what a month is to a month, I
One
suppose.
fateful day, a meteor crashed upon Aluria, a town located within El's territory. At first, people saw it as merely a rare and remarkable celestial event. But before long, a cataclysm took place. Great hordes of monsters suddenly appeared in the once peaceful nation, and the havoc they spread devastated the kingdom of El.
Also, this sounds Final Fantasy.
There has never been anything like this before in our world. Not until the arrival of that meteor.
Which I suppose makes sense. This game is Square Enix, so...
It only stands to reason that the two events are related to each other. The meteor came to be called the Sorcery Globe, a stone of pure demonic evil.
Evil.
No matter how you look at it, that stone must be the reason for the disasters that have befallen the world. And now, just as the sorcery globe fell upon our heads one day, so you have also appeared out of thin air. If that stone is the source of the chaos, then we believe that only you can cut through the chaos and save us.
Because we fit the bill of your prophecy. Who
But I'm
made this
just a-
prophecy anyway?
The cataclysms are still ongoing as we speak. Strings of earthquakes like nothing recorded before. Docile animals turning into fearsome monsters. It will not be long before disaster befalls this humble village, too.
Well, we had a gorilla in the Sacred Forest, so, you know.
But I'm not anyone special like your story said. How am I supposed to deal with some kind of magic meteorite?
If you are not, then where did you come from? And where are you going?
Home and home.
I don't know how to explain it, and even if I did, you wouldn't understand it. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm here because of an accident, and not because I wanted to be here. I just want to go back to where I came from. That's all.
You must have your reasons, but you must let us know more before we can make sense of this.
I know, but that's all I can tell you.
Stupid UP3.
Very well.
We could rule this planet like a god with
If
our
you
sword of
insist on
light,
it,
but no.
Then I am sure there is at least some truth to it. We will have to accept that you are not the hero of light after all.
How can this be?
I'm sorry. This is probably not what you all wanted to hear.
Not at all. It is our own fault forcing you to be someone you are not in the first place.
I'm sorry about this. Reina!
You should probably leave her be for now. She believed with all her heart that you were the hero we needed.
But not the hero you
I'm
deserve.
sure she will be over it soon enough.
Reina.
There is one thing I would like to ask of you, Mr. Kenny.
Oh?
Please, if you can, try to avoid acting in a way that would confuse others. I am, of course, referring to the Sword of Light, but if you could, I ask you to be prudent with your behavior in general as well. As I explained to you, things have been unsettled ever since the sorcery globe landed. People are anxious and uncomfortable. To have someone who matches the description of our legends suddenly appear in these circumstances, well, hopefully you can understand why people like Reina were holding out so much hope for you.
Indeed. But we are not
so I
the
do
hero.
ask you to be mindful not to instill that hope into people. Please. That would be easier for everyone.
As I'm saying, I might actually get down to
Yes,
game
Mayor.
playing at
I'll
this
try my best.
at this point. It's good thing I'm not playing Persona 4 or 3 or
Well
something,
then,
because otherwise
on that note,
it'd be
Mr.
about
Kenny,
5 videos before
what's
I
your
actually
next
am actually
order
doing
of
something.
business?
I wish I knew. I thought maybe I would try to find something that'll get me back home, but...
In that case, why don't you stay here in our village for a while? You can stay in my house for as long as you like. Perhaps you'll be able to find out something useful while you're here.
And perhaps we
Oh,
will
I
become
couldn't
the hero
impose
of
like
light. Maybe, who knows.
Not at all. If anyone was imposing around here, it was certainly us. I insist.
Well, in that case, I will accept your offer then.
Huzzah!
Did you sleep well?
Not too bad, ma'am.
Yes, very. Thank you.
The mayor will see you downstairs.
Now, I think we checked this place out a little earlier, but I don't believe there's any items or anything relevant at this point, so that's fine.
Good morning, Mayor.
Ah, you're finally up.
Yes, I needed a good night's sleep.
Superb, superb. By the way, Mr. Kenny, if you can't find what you're looking for here in Arlia, you might want to try visiting the town of Salva to the north. Salva's a mining town where you can find people from all across the continent. Perhaps it will prove to be worthwhile to have a look over there.
All right. Thanks for the tip.
Get out of our town!
Don't worry about it. Oh, and one more thing. Your Sword of Light will probably attract too much attention. So please, make use of this sword instead. Finally, if you're ever tired, you can use the upstairs bed anytime you like, day or night.
Great. Thank you very much.
He's saying I'm lazy. I don't know. Either way, we now have a longsword that'll be also equipped.
I wish you the best of luck.
There we go. And now we can go and leave the town and do some random battle type things. Which we do in fact want to do. Hey, mister, it's dangerous to go alone.
Hey,
Take
mister.
this.
Huh?
If you're gonna leave the village, you better stay close to the road, okay? The forest is really dangerous.
Forest, it's really
I'll remember
dangerous.
that.
Got it.
Thanks.
Guess where we're going? The forest! Sure there was a way to rotate them. Yeah, there we go. I can rotate things. Huzzah! Also, we're going to reduce the map size because that's the only bit that's relevant there. These forests are not dangerous at all. Actually, I wonder if I've still got
We
the...
can handle this.
Do I still have sort of lights equipped? I do. Boom! 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 Yeah, we're gonna be using that up until the point we oh, we get the air slash ability. Maybe we won't be using that then. So now we have our second special art, which is the air slash ability. The more you use an ability, the more powerful it gets. They do sort of level up. So I will show that off in a moment. There's one particular skill which once I get, I will never unequip because it's just so ridiculously useful. We'll have one more battle and then we'll have a look at things. Right.
We can handle this.
Yeah, we can certainly handle these. In fact, I can probably just go and fight these ones.
Take this!
And now long range ability, so we go boom. That is the air slash. It is a different ability though if the enemy's actually close to us, and we get that accessory which we will be able to sell off. It does use our mana points though, so we do have to be a little careful with using them. So, next time we arrive in the mining town of Salva, and we shall continue actually playing this RPG as opposed to getting lots of exposition thrown in our faces. Though there is more of that to come, I do apologise. So, until next time!